My son, how he dealt with it from a concussion, with his concussion, he's not very open about that kind of thing. I think because he was always capable, felt like he could do things, asked for very little help, so he really didn't ask for help. If I think about how he would always tell me, I'm doing better, and there was I should have realized that underlying, yeah, maybe not so much. And because if you think about it, your brain's not at 100%. Are you even capable of truly rationalizing your own emotions, your thinking? Because it's a little bit slower in response, and I don't mean slow in a negative term, but it's not fully functioning in the way you can. So when I think back, sometimes he looked sadder, and now at the time he looked like he was smiling. I thought he was happy, but like I said, in the hindsight, I don't think it truly was as happy as he is today. Did he talk to his friends about it? Probably not. His friends probably don't want to talk about it as well. They all think they're strong, they're going to live forever, and that they're in perfect condition. So at that age, I'm not sure they were even ready to have that conversation. Teachers try to do the best they can, but again, public school system, they tell them they're going to give them time, but they really didn't extend that courtesy sometimes. And because if he's laughing and doing things, then I think they assumed he was okay. Because we can't see it, you assume things are okay. So whatever accommodations needed to be made, I don't get the feeling it was there 100% of the time. So if they knew his reading was limited, could they have given him more time to do the audiobooks? They said they were, but I didn't see that as a follow-through completely. So again, I think it's that unseen injury that gets bypassed versus if you had a physical injury. You're in a cast, you're walking around with crutches, you could see that, they're not healed. But with brain injuries, I think people go by their exterior. So if he's got a smile on his face, he must be good, right? So I think that's something that we as a society need to figure out, that it's almost like is it kind of like a mental disease? We don't see that mental disease. If you're happy, we assumed you're okay, but when something happens, you're like, I would have never known that. So that exterior is the only thing people look at. We forget to look inside. So when you have a head injury, people can't see inside of you. So when they see the exterior outside, smiling, looking happy, having conversations, they don't see that, oh, he looks fine, there's nothing wrong. But inside, we can't see it, and that's the problem, is we can always only look at the exterior, and we never know what's going on in the interior. And that's the difficult part of this type of illness or injury. Or have their friends come over, have those social things, because I think when they kind of turn into themselves, they leave that out and forget that there's still a world out there for them, and their friends are critical to that healing. And watching his friends afterwards tell me, I wasn't sure if it was okay to reach out. God, I didn't even think about that. He should have friends over, or have them over for dinner, have them over for snacks. Even if they're not watching TV, they can goof around by listening to music and eating and whatever have you. And those are important things. Is to their teens, keep that social open for them without the diversions you're thinking, because those conversations and stuff, for knowing their friends are there for them, is going to be huge.